And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. From the gun, the ground game. An attitude run as he's dragged down after a pickup of 6 down to the 14. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Trying the left side. Nice move to keep running. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Kentucky. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to fire deep. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Cal! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And they pick up the last play here in the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Gets open down the middle.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude, I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now,
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with his back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play, 2nd and 13. They'll leave it with him. Hard-hitting tackle.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. He's going to be a touch short. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Got his man on the right. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The completion short of the sticks, it's 2nd down. Now the play fake. Got his man quickly. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing game.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Handoff to the lone back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Wide open, makes the catch. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Golden Bear! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay a big difference.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Complete to start this drive. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Kentucky going quickly. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll run play action. Quickly complete. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
This is so great to see, and it's such a big part of the evolution in college football today with spread offense, up-tempo, RPO game. QBs have got to be great with their ball mechanics in the play-action game. You saw a great example of that right there.
He's got an open man. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. The aerial assault continues. Dances away to buy time. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
He's going to take off. Short gain on the play before he slides.
You know what, Reese, it is a great play, and I think they were in nickel, so they brought an extra guy on the field that has some speed, take a linebacker that's a little bit slower off the field, and you could see it paid dividends on that 3rd down.
Splits the uprights, it's good. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Trying play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Complete to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. it was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Got his man downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The receivers often will run their route coming after him. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Cal. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can. They're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I'll tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread. Don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything. And then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches. So he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Got it behind the line. It's Nicholson. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackled after picking up the first down. Kentucky right back to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. the ground with the counter. On the move at the 30. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Might as well give it to him again. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Here's the snap, looking to throw. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
You can't hear him goal. He's looking downfield to throw. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky!
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.